let's move up the gear and let's talk about Nokia C31, which then maximizes what we were just talking about. And let's watch a short video first. And so Nokia C31, just like all of our devices designed in Europe, has that same inbuilt durability that all devices we have. If you look closer, it has that same pattern back as we have with Nokia C21 Plus, so you can count on Nokia C31 actually deliver when you need it. It's a massive device. So it has a 6.7-inch display, but we've been able to make those dead bands smaller. So dead bands and something called chin. Chin is this part here. So we're able to reduce that, so it's actually even convenient to use with one hand. So you get most out of that 6.7-inch display. And you can then run it with here we increase the battery size, so you get up to 3-day battery. And let me just quickly talk about this when we talk about 2-day battery life or 3-day battery life. We made a base scenario where we use device 5 hours a day. So in these 5 hours you do gaming, you do entertainment, you play music, you do calling, you do navigation, you do productivity. And so we run 5 hours throughout the day, and then next day the same. And that's how we come up with 2-day battery life or 3-day battery life and so forth. Now, so it's a big device, but still lasts really long. Now, camera department, you probably saw that there's one extra camera. But is the amount of cameras really important? Who thinks the amount of cameras is super important for the good image quality? Okay, it might have something to do. So here you have, let me still go back. Here you have one extra camera, but what makes it really, really astonishing is these imaging algorithms. And this is a great example, is that how you can make that same hardware work way better in tricky situations. And one of the tricky situations is low light. Because imaging itself, imaging is capturing light. When you have a lot of light, it's easy to capture, there's a lot of light. But when you have not that much light, that's when devices start to struggle. And so with these imaging algorithms, we can actually make this way better. So here I just took some sample images with Nokia C31 and with competitor device with exactly the same camera hardware. And check this out. Here's Nokia C31 with 1322. Here's competitor, and here's another competitor. That's mind-blowing, right? And it's not only how much more light there is, but check out the detail. The detail still stays crisp. It stays something that you can easily see, and the whole picture is still harmonious. So there's no distortion, no nothing, and the colors themselves stay really natural. And I have plenty of these pictures, but what I would urge you guys to do is that when you get the devices in your hands, please take a lot of sample images, compare them, not only night mode, but portrait, and I believe, I can be confident to say that you will be positively surprised in this price point how well the Nokia C31 delivers. Nokia C31 also comes with Android 12 out of the box, and Android 12 has something called Material U. Material U or Android 12 was announced. Many people said, probably even some of you said, the biggest redesign of Android since Jelly Bean. So Jelly Bean, I think, was Android 4, 5. So that's years ago. Android 12, biggest redesign, and it is. It looks fresh. It brings new features. But if you are running some other device than Nokia or maybe Pixel, you can't get all these new features because the way other manufacturers do Android, they have their own skinning, they have their own versions of how the Android operating system looks. So if you want to enjoy all these latest, greatest experiences like Google intended, well, Nokia is the best bet. Well, of course, there's Pixel, but you know, Nokia is a really good bet for that. So this Material U is also coming to C31, and then bunch of new features like location control, so better ability to control what the device knows about you. what the applications know about you, and so in that sense, you get better privacy. And who uses a laptop? Okay, good. Do you have a sticker on the camera on the laptop? You know something, yeah, right? Some people do that. And so here with the Android 12, you also get this really nice like indicator when your camera is on or microphone is on, and you get toggle control, so you can switch it off and switch it off if you don't want. So a lot of stuff to talk about in the Nokia C31, but brings that Nokia series promise and now in a bigger way, and amazing camera capabilities and long battery life, and clean, pure, secure Android 12 operating system. Now moving on. If this was a little bit bigger screen, let's go even bigger, and let's talk about our next tablet, Nokia C21.